land of lumber. God made the trees, men build the timber.
Homemade sawmill made out of parts from anything and everything, and it makes the prettiest boards you ever did see. There ain't nothing I love more than being able to make something that makes absolutely incredible product from a little bit of everything. This is absolutely awesome. I think y'all are going to enjoy this one, Lovians.
Block and Tackle does its work.
White pine, 14 feet. They're to make the siding for the barn, keep the old tractor in the dry. Drive it on in there, Ernie.
Pulling, once done by mules and horses, is now done by tractors. These logs are raw material for this handmade sawmill.
My dad built this mill back 1989.
Is that a tire?
Yeah, it's a spire tire. It says temporary use only. Everybody has one in the trunk of their car.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works great.
It's a machine cobbled together from parts by a man who understood how things work.
You're right.
Make do or do without technology.
We'll set it on 10 inches. This is a starter button, Bill, that off an old car. You remember the starter buttons in the floor? This is a lawnmower, an Aaron's lawnmower. Just pulls the carriage is all it does, back and forth. It pulls the saw. Where the tires used to be on the lawnmower, this is Dad welded a sprocket on. Okay, and this chain's off of a septic tank truck, most of it. And this cylinder is off an old front end loader. It's a one-way cylinder.
What's this?
The hydraulic pump come off of a Tommy lift.
Ernie's the closest thing to an owner's manual.
I asked Dad, I said, how do you know how much tension to put on it? He said, you'll get used to this tune. That's a little loose. Go from there.
Put together with wrench and gumption. A few final touches, and she's ready.
Get this bad boy warmed up.
One motor runs the saw, one runs the carriage.
It ain't much to look at, but it's always pretty lumpy. 15/16 here. Not quite an inch, Bill, but close enough, huh? We're building a barn. This isn't a career, this is a hobby. I guess it's hard not to think about my dad standing here a lot, you know. I was doing Russ's job, but he let me saw. He taught me to saw. You know, my dad made this thing, and it's hard not to think about him pulling these levers, you know, because Dad always pulled them.
First boards built Ernie's house. It was his father's idea. Pink Prophet, jack of all trades, master of many.
He saw a band mill. He said, I want to build me one of those. And I thought, yeah, all right. So the guy gave him a piece of steel, and of course he had some of the stuff, and the guy gave him a cylinder and a hydraulic pump. I mean, most of this stuff was gave to him, you know. He started building it, so, you know, and I done a little welding, a little grinding on it, but Dad was the engineer.
There's bigger mills, but none with this one's bloodline. It cuts straight timber. That's what it was made to do.
I've never seen one that cut any more true than this mill. When we put up a board, it's straight. It's right.